Good morning, all of you. Welcome back again in statistics lecture. In the previous lecture, we have started exercise 1.3 and we completed question number 1 to 5 or 1 to 4. Okay, today we will study question number 5 and question number 6. So, come on the page number 30 in textbook. See girls, question number 5. Find the ideal index number from the following data for the year 2015. Here the new word is a ideal index number. Now in the previous lecture we have seen three methods for finding a index number. One is a last pair, it means a IL. Second is a passes, it means a IP. And third is a Fisher index number. From these three, Fisher index number is an ideal index number because in the formula of the Fisher index number we consider both the index number IL and IP. So whenever in the exam you have to find ideal index number, which index number will you find? You have to find the Fisher's index number. Okay. This type of sum we have already studied in a previous lecture, question number 3 and 4. See this question. Girls, here items A, B, C, D given, the unit given, but see girls, unit, which type of unit is given? See here, 20 kg. It means first of all we have to convert this 20 kg into the 1 kg. Why? The reason is that because unit is 20 kg given, so that price is given according to that. It means price 120 is a price for a 20 kg. Right girls? See here, unit 5 dozen. So we will convert this 5 dozen into the 1 dozen. Right? 1 kg. So there is no any necessary to change in a unit because kg is given, 1 kg is given. It means a 1 kg price 4 rupees is given. But see, quantity is given in a gram. Right? So here we are writing a kilogram. So compulsory we have to convert this gram into the kilogram. It means 1 kg is equal to 1000 gram. So 5000 gram is equal to how many kg? It's a very simple, 5000 divided by 1000. So 5 kg. I will explain you this in a answer. Okay. Here 5 liter price is given, but we will convert 5 liter into the 1 liter. So here 5 liter we will also change the price. See, base year, it means a base year price, P0 column given, Q0 column given. Then actually here is in the textbook there is a printing mistake. This is a current year 2015, right? So remember this thing, you have to change in your textbook price P1 and Q1. Right? Let's we see the answer. See girls, this 4 column is a given. Right? So I make a bracket, I make a box below over this 4 column. Now you have to use your textbook also. I am explaining here in an answer. See girls, first 20 kg is given. So in the unit, see in the answer, I convert this 20 kg into the 1 kg. So what is the price of a 1 kg? 20 kg price is a 120. See in your textbook. Right? Price 120 is given. So 20 kg price is a 120. So what is the price for a 20 kg? So 120 divided by 20. So you will get answer 6. Now we will not make any changes in a quantity. So quantity will be same 10. You can see in your textbook. Price, here again unit is given 20 kg. So this price 280 is given according to that. It means the 20 kg price is 280. So 1 kg price is a 280 divided by 20. So you will get 14 and there is a no change in a quantity. So same 15. Right? Next 5 dozen. See in your textbook, next unit is given 5 dozen. So we will convert in a 1 dozen. 5 dozen price is a 120. See, 120 but we need a 1 dozen price. So 120 divided by 5. See here, I already saw this. So the answer is a 24, right? And the quantity same 3. Next, 140 divided by 5. It means a 5 dozen price is a 140. So 1 dozen price is a what? 28. Right, girls? But very important, in a year 2015, the quantity is given in a pieces. Pieces, it means we written here the unit dozen. So these pieces we have to convert into the dozen. Now we know that 1 dozen is equal to 12 pieces. So 48 pieces, it means 48 divided by 12. So we will get the 4 dozen. Okay. Next, 1 kg. Here single unit is given. So there is no any change in a unit. We will write same 1 kg. So price is according to that 4 rupees. But consumption quantity is given in a gram. So I explain you, 1000 gram is equal to 1 kilogram. So 5000 gram is equal to 5 kilogram. Here we are converting a quantity, right? Because quantity is a different than to the unit. Price is a 8 and 4 kg. In the year 2015, consumption is given in a kg. So we will not make any changes. Here kg, so quantity is also given in a kg. So we will not do any kind of changes. Next, 5 liter. Now you know that 5 liter, it means we have to convert this 5 liter in a 1 liter. So here I will write the first 1 liter. See, you have to ask the question to yourself. 5 liter price is a 52, right? See in your textbook, 5 liter price is a 52. So what is the price for a 1 liter? 52 divided by 5, you will get 10.4. Then quantity is given in a liter. Here liter, so quantity same 15. Then here 5 liter price in a current year 58. So 58 divided by 5, 11.6, and then quantity 20. Right, girls? Understood? These four are our basic main 4 column. Right? If you will make any mistake in these 4 column, it means into the conversion, you cannot find the correct answer. Now these all are a very common column. For the last pair, what is the formula of a last pair? Sigma P1Q0 upon sigma P0Q0, right? So P1Q0, P0Q0, for the passes P1Q1 and P0Q1. Understood? Now P1Q0, it means you have to do multiplication. P1Q0, 14 into 10, 140. See this answer of this column. Then 28 into 3, 84. 8 into 5, 40. 11.6 into 15. It means 174. P0Q0, it means a multiplication of these 2 columns. 6 into 10. 6 into 10, it means a 60. Then 24 into 3, 72. 5 4s are 20. 10.4 into 15, 156. 156. Okay. P1Q1. P1Q1, it means a 14 into 15, 210. 28 into 4, 112. 8 4s are 32. 11.6 into 20, 232. And last column is a P0Q1. It means a P0Q1. This first and last column. 6 15s are 24 4s are 4 4s are 10.4 into 20. Now you have to do total of these all 4 column, right? Then Fisher's index number. Here they ask only to find the ideal index number. So we will not find last pair and passes index number. We will directly find Fisher's index number. So whenever you find directly Fisher's index number, compulsory you have to put this formula on. Put this formula only, right? Fisher's index number IF is equal to under root sigma P1Q0 upon sigma P0Q0 into sigma P1Q1 upon sigma P0Q1 outside the under root 100, okay, into 100. So P1Q0, see here, P1Q0, summation of this column we got 438, then 308 into 586 upon 410 out of under root into 100. You have already calci. So whenever you do multiplication of these two, 438 into 586, you will get this answer 2,56,668 upon 308 into 410. It means 1,26,280 into 100. Then do the division. So you will get this 2.0325 into 100, and at last you will easily find your final answer. IF is equal to 142.57. Now I told you interpretation is a compulsory in this chapter. So what is the interpretation? Now we can easily say 142. So what we do for the interpretation? We will deduct 100 from this amount. So what amount we get? 42.57. It can be said that there is an increase of 42.57 percentage in 2015 compared to 2015. Now why we are deducting always 100? Because the base year index number is always 100. Now we have to do comparison with the base year. So this is a current year index number. Okay. What is a fixed year index number? 100. So according to the comparison, when we are doing a comparison, we can say that there is an increase 42.57 percentage. Okay. I hope you understood this sum well. Now we are moving for a next sum. Next, see the next sum in your textbook. Find Paasche and Fisher's index number. Paasche and Fisher's index number for the year 2015 with a base year 2014 using the data given below. Here they ask us for only to Paasche and Fisher. They not ask to find the last pair. But for finding a Fisher index number, it is a compulsory to find the last pair's index number. See girls, which column are given? Item are given. See, here vertical table is given, but in the question number 6, horizontally table is given. Right girls? Item A, B, C, D, E. Year, it means this is a base year, this is a current year. P0, total expenditure. This is a different thing. Okay, then to the question number 5. In the question number 5, you can see price and quantity. It means a P and Q directly given. But here, price and total expenditure given. What is a total expenditure? Total expenditure, it means a price per unit into quantity, consumption. Okay, suppose I purchase a 10 pen and the price of a 1 pen is a 5 rupees. Again, I am purchasing 10 pens and the per pen price is a 5 rupees. So what is a total expenditure for a pen? Pen, it means a item. So what is the total expenditure? 10 into 5, 50. It means here total expenditure P into Q given, right? So first of all, I have to find the Q column for the year 2014. It means a base year. Q0 I have to find, and from this current year total expenditure, I will find the Q1. It means a quantity of a current year, right girls? Here what is a main beneficial thing for us? Unit conversion is not given, so it will be very easy. See the answer. Keep your textbook with you, so you can whenever I speak, you can easily see in your textbook and you can understand it easily, right? And second thing, here table is given horizontally, but for the sum we will make a vertical column, right? See, item A, B, C, D, E. Okay, P0, price is directly given. So what is the price? See in your textbook, 100, 100, 150, 180, 250. Right girls? Now, total expenditure given. Total expenditure, see again. See in a solution. Total expenditure, it means a P into Q. P, it means a price into Q. So TE is equal to P into Q. So Q is equal to TE upon P. Now I want to find a Q. So what I will do? Q0 is equal to TE upon P. So for TE, it means a total expenditure for a item A. See in your textbook what expenditure given, 400. So 400 upon 100 price. So 4. Then for a next item B, 500 upon 100. So 5 rupees. 600 upon 150. So 4. Please see in your textbook also. Then what is a total expenditure for item D? 1080. So 1080 upon 186, and 1000 upon 250. So 4. Right. Same way P1. P1 is directly given. See in your textbook I am speaking the amount 120, 160, 200 and 300. But for the year 2015 also total expenditure given. We need Q1 column. So I will convert this TE into Q1. So put a formula, Q1 is equal to TE upon P1. P1 it means for a current year. See, 720 upon 120, right? So 600 upon 120, 5, 800 upon 160, 5, 1000 upon 200, 5, and 1200 upon 300, it means 4. See girls, again, what is a total expenditure? Total expenditure, it means a price into quantity. For the current year, this is called a P1 Q1, and for the base year P0 Q0. So this column, total expenditure for the year 2014, is a directly given column, P0 Q0, and total expenditure for the year 2015. See in your textbook also. See in a question, total expenditure for the year 2015 is a P1 Q1. Understood? But we already prepared the column. So now we will find the another column, P1 Q0. P1 Q0, it means you will do the multiplication of these two columns, right? P0 Q0, this already given. If you want to find again, you can easily find it, P0 Q0, P1 Q1 and P0 Q1. Then do the total. Here Paces and Fisher, both index number we have to find. So we will not put this formula directly. Here we have to find the ideal index number, it means a Fisher. So we put this formula directly. But here for the Paces index number, we have to find the both. For the Fisher index number, we will find the both last pair and Paces index number. Last pair index number IL is equal to sigma P1 Q0 upon sigma P0 Q0 into 100. So 4120 upon 3580 into 100, 115.08. What is the increase in a price? 15.08 percentage. Paces index number, which figure we have to remember? 1101. So P1 Q1 upon sigma P0 Q1 into 100, right? So 4320 upon 3750 into 100. So 115.2. How much increase? 15.02 percentage increase. And now last step, Fisher's index number is equal to IL into IP. So whenever you find the answer, you will get 115.14. So what is the increase? 15.14 percentage increase in a price. I hope you understood these two sum very well. If you have any doubt, you can contact me anytime. You can send your query to your group admin and she will forward it me. Okay girls, hope so you understand, and take care. Thank you.